Okay, so I am here. I'm in my mom's war room right now. This is where she comes and reads and prays and stuff. And it's like the only really quiet room in the house. So I am here to do an unboxing video. It might be kind of ironic. I've only done one other unboxing video before. It's on my YouTube page. I did an unboxing of the Shape of Water limited edition steelbook Blu-ray edition, but this one's really special for me as well. I don't have a record player, but it is a vinyl. I know exactly what it is, but I just wanted to unbox it because I've been waiting on this for a long time. But I'm gonna go grab something real quick and then I'll show you everything all together. It's also so early this morning. Okay, so I'm going to unbox this now. I've never unboxed a vinyl before. Like I said, I only have a couple of records. My cousin gave me a few vintage Broadway records. She's given me some for Christmas and my birthday. She gave me the motion picture soundtrack to The King and I. She found the original Broadway cast recording of Gypsy. I think it was the original Broadway cast. And then she found the original Broadway cast of Cats, that album. And then we're doing Avenue Q at work at Wesleyan. So I bought the Books A Million special edition orange vinyl of that cast recording because we're just doing that show, so it's been on my mind. All right, so here we go. I've unboxed it. I'm really excited. All it takes is this one flap, and I'm gonna be able to see it. So hold on, I'm gonna kind of flip this off so you can kind of see. I'm just gonna slide it out, and I'm just gonna flip this cardboard box over. Okay. I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited about this. Okay, and then I'm gonna show y'all first, and then I'm gonna look at it. Wow. I don't want to unwrap it. But I do. Oh, it kind of got bent. But wow. And then here's the back. How does the wall keep us free? This is the back. It's the track listing. For those of you who don't know, this is Hadestown. And like I said, it's very ironic because I'm in my mother's war room where she prays, and this is about the underworld and Hades and stuff. It got bent again too, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay. But Hadestown is a folk opera that was written by Anais Mitchell. I discovered the original album a long time ago because it was a folk opera, and I listened to it and I really liked it. And then they announced that New York Theater Workshop was doing a theatrical production of it, that it had been developed into a musical. So I was really interested in seeing that, and I got a chance to see it in New York during that original run, and since then it has played in Canada. It is currently in London at the National Theatre, and they're hoping to come to Broadway in 2019. And I'm really excited. I've been following the development of this show for a while. Here is the original album on CD. Yes, I still buy CDs. It has this beautiful eco-friendly packaging, and when you open it up, it has artwork. This is artwork of Eurydice, and this is Orpheus on this side, and this is Hades on this side with the little songbird. And then when you open this up, you have Hermes, and then you can see the CD right here, the back of the CD, and Persephone raising her glass. And then that's the booklet, which is also the cover of this vinyl. And then these are the fates right there. It's out of focus. It's really beautiful packaging. It's really artistic and it's really minimal, and I like that. And it allows the listener to interpret the story in their own way and just to really focus on the story that the music and the lyrics are telling. And then this is something I found online. It was an advanced copy of the same album, same exact album. It's just packaged differently. I'm doing like a whole Hadestown unboxing. I didn't expect to do that. It's just a little leaflet insert. It has the original release date for when the album was going to be released, and then it has the cast on the back, all the performers who are playing these characters. And then it's just and it says it's a promo CD. It's kind of got some wear on the front. That's not too bad. But it has, like I said, it has the release date and has this beautiful artwork. But this is the advanced copy of the original album. And then this is the original cast recording from the New York Theater Workshop production that I saw. One of the cool things about the recording of this album was that they recorded it, I believe, they recorded a few performances of it, and at one of the performances of it, Stephen Sondheim was in attendance. And again, this has the cast on the back and the track listing as well. And then this obviously will have production photos from the show, from the New York Theater Workshop production. It was beautifully staged. I love it. And they've been developing it so much, and it's been so interesting to see how the staging has changed, and there's been a lot of stuff to the story I've been reading about. So here is, it was kind of immersive, and it was kind of in the round, kind of like in the round, and a mixture between in the round and thrust. When I saw the show, I sat like right behind where this flap is, like somewhere right here. I was maybe this third or fourth row or something like that. And one of the cool things about the show was I really felt a part of it, and I really was entranced and again, immersed into it. There's a section in the song Our Lady of the Underground that Persephone sings at the beginning of Act 2, and Amber Gray, brilliant woman that she is, was just so raw and moving in that number. And there's a section in the song where she goes, "Come here, brother, let me guess, it's the little things you miss." And she looked directly at me, and she was singing that part of the song to me. And it, you know, there was just a lot about this. There's just a lot about this show that resonates still with me. So I'm gonna go ahead and unwrap this. I don't want to. I really don't. It looks just so sleek. And then I always try to keep the stickers. I just have to always find where the best appropriate place to put them is. But this is a 2-record set. Is it the way I think it is? No, the first record has basically what ends up being all of Act 1, and then Our Lady of the Underground, which is the beginning of Act 2, and then all the rest of the numbers are on the second record. This is, I think, maybe the second ever pressing of this album on vinyl. And I did check the back. It does say 2018 on it as well, because they're selling these. I bought this from Aeneas's website, but they were also selling it on the National Theater Bookstore's website as well. Okay, so I just pulled it all out here. The cool thing about this too is that obviously records can be framed, the sleeves can be framed, and I kind of want to do that, but also that they have art prints of all of the characters and all of the artwork in there, which has now kind of become, I guess, iconic imagery for the show. I do love this, though. I do love the variant of the original with 2 feathers. It's the same exact album, but again, this is the CD and this is the vinyl. I just love the difference in the artwork. It really distinguishes them. Okay, so I'm gonna slip this out. I'm geeking out. Okay. Oh, these are decent size too. Wow. Okay. Again, here is Eurydice. Oh, it has words on the back. It has words on the back. Okay. This is Eurydice. It says, Hadestown begins in the open air, in a world of poverty. Eurydice asks her lover how he will provide for her in these dark times. Orpheus is sure that the world will provide. And then, in parentheses, it says wedding song. So this is the what the album booklet also says. It's basically the synopses of the show. And in parentheses, it has which musical number that section is referring to. That's so beautiful. Now I don't want a frame leaf. Now I want to buy 2 sets, one for the back and one for the artwork. Okay, and this is Mr. Orpheus, and here are the lyrics on the back. The lyrics on the back. I do want to buy 2 sets of these now. They were smart. They were smart. But I have the booklet. That's what the booklet's for. And this is Mr. Hades. He's a mean old boss. That's a lyric. I didn't just make that up. Then here are more lyrics back here. This here is Hermes. He's the more lyrics, the storyteller. And my lady Persephone. And then side 4 lyrics on the back. So now at this point it's the second, no, yeah, it's the back of the second record. Then here are the fates. And then, oh, she also has the cast of, that's cool. Like the initial staging, kind of like when you read like an acting edition of a script, it has all the different people who played these parts before in different productions of it. She has these listed in here. Oh, hold on. Here's a little note. It says, note from Aeneas on the 2018 pressing. Okay. The original studio album version of Hadestown came out in 2010 on Annie DeFranco's Righteous Babe Records. For several years, we toured with a concert version of the show, performing with different guest singers in different cities. In 2013, I began working with director Rachel Chafkin on an expanded theatrical version of Hadestown. Rachel Chafkin directed Great Comet. I saw that as well. They sang to me too and implemented me in the show. Rachel Chafkin. Love her. The show was produced off-Broadway at New York Theater Workshop in 2016. Warner Records released a live original cast recording of this production. In Canada at Edmonton's Citadel Theatre in 2017. In the UK at London's National Theatre in 2018. And at the time of this note, we are aiming for a Broadway transfer in 2019. Please let it be the spring. Please, because I'll be going maybe once or twice in the spring and the summer. As the show continues to evolve, this original studio album remains a touchstone. All of the songs survive in one form or another and feature arrangements and orchestrations by Michael Chorney and Todd Sickfus. I think that's how you pronounce it. I hate if I butchered it. We have tried to keep alive in the theater the spirit of collaboration and improvisation that made this record so special to us. XOA. That's also the name of another one of Aeneas's albums, which there's a song not on the cast album, but in New York Theater Workshop, the show originally opened with Any Way the Wind Blows, which is from XOA. I really love that song, and it's still in the show. It just doesn't open the show anymore. Wikipedia says that Road to Hell opens the show, but it also opens the show on the cast album too. Wow. List. Okay. I don't remember if I showed this or not. And then there's that note I was reading down there. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So I'm going to try to slip this back in there. I don't know if I'm going to undo these right now. If anything, here's side 1. Then here's side 2. of the first record. Oh, it's so clean. The pressed wax is so clean. And there's side 3. And there's side 4. Better 1 or 2. That's so cool. I know this show is fairly new, and it's probably too soon to say, but I'm gonna say it anyway. This is among my top 5 favorite shows, musicals, that I've ever had the privilege to know and or see. And I really am glad I did not miss out on the New York Theater Workshop production, because, I mean, had I known it was going to be developed and performed and produced in different regions, I would not have seen it at all until it ended up going to Broadway, whenever that's going to be. But there's something really fascinating and interesting about this show that still resonates with me, and the production I saw. And I wrote about it, shameless plug, I wrote about it on my website, on my blog, How's the Wall Keep Us From My Children. But one of my favorite new songs that is in the show, that's on the cast album, is All I've Ever Known. And the lyrics go, all I've ever known is how to hold my own, and now I want to hold you. That whole song really resonates with me right now. All I've ever known is how to hold my own, and I want to. That's just, it's just so simple, but it's so poetic. Because Eurydice has gone through the trudges in this dust bowl, in this post-apocalyptic, whatever you want to call it, world that she's living in, and Orpheus is her release from that. Orpheus helps her to forget the world around her. I want this sticker. I'm gonna make sure I have this sticker. Again, they only printed one pressing of this when it originally came out, so I'm super glad that they decided to re-release it, because I didn't get to get a copy of it. I found out about it too late, but not early enough. So there's this sticker. It says limited edition, and then it has all the art prints on it. And then it has a couple little review quotes from the press. But anyway, yeah, that is my unboxing of the 2018 pressing of the Hadestown vinyl by Anais Mitchell. So I originally had a trifecta, and I have a quad. So this was the vinyl. This is the original release of the album. I never noticed this. It says, because on the back, right here underneath all the copyright infringement stuff, it says unauthorized duplication, while sometimes necessary, is never as good as the real thing. And then this one just says, how does the wall keep us free, my children, my children? Which is a line from Why We Build the Wall that Hades sings in the show. No, there's not this one. But yeah, so I have the original, I have the vinyl now, and this was the advanced release. And then this is the New York cast album. So I kind of like this show, I think. But yeah, like I said, it's in my top 5 favorite musicals and shows that I've ever seen. And it's right up there with mostly classics like Follies, Carousel, Sunday in the Park with George, and Gypsy. I don't remember if I said that. Follies, Sunday in Park Resort, Gypsy. Hadestown is in there. Carousel, yeah. I think those, yeah, not necessarily in that order, but those are my 5 favorites. So it's in good company, which is also a favorite show, but not in the top 5. at least not right now. It changes a lot, but those 5 usually stick. So yeah, so that was just basically my little unboxing, my little Hadestown collection that I just wanted to share. I did get this sometime over the weekend. I was out of town, and I could have unboxed it yesterday, but I wanted to film it today because I've never done one of these, and I knew this would be something a little bit different, something a little bit more special that I'd be able to be a little bit more, I guess, vulnerable about. Not that I meant for it to be vulnerable, but whatever. Anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Go to Hadestown.com to learn more about the show and to learn more about the album, or AnaeusMitchell.com, where you can find all of Anaeus's other studio albums on there, as well as more information about Hadestown. But Hadestown.com, you will find out more about the actual theatrical production, as well as how to get tickets to the National Theater production, and then sign up for their newsletter, so that way you can be filled in on the next step on this Hadestown journey that they're going on. So yeah, again, thank you so much for watching.